Hi and welcome to Jagee's Cookbook. This time I'm going to show you a very easy and very delicious rice dish. Now we all love rice, and rice is one of the most popular grains in the whole world. From America, Africa, Arab regions, Chinese, Indians, we all love rice, and it's a sort of staple grain which actually absorbs any kind of flavor. So that is the main beauty of rice. It absorbs all kind of flavors which you mix it with. This time I thought of showing you a sort of Chinese prawn egg rice, which is actually very easy to make, simple. Now this is a like I said, this is a very versatile recipe. You can keep on adding whatever things you want, but the main thing is the prawns, or the main things are the prawns and the eggs. Okay, now first of all, what we need is, we'll deal with the eggs first. We'll deal with the eggs and then we will start with the prawns. So before that, let me just chop the onion, okay, because we need an onion. Okay, now obviously I'm going to use my chopper because I don't want myself to cry. I do cry when I chop onions, so just keep that there. Okay, chop into little pieces so that the onions, well, they get chopped much easier and it's quicker. Okay, so let me take my faithful apparatus and just keep everything. It's also good if you have 2 spring onions, which you can add. I don't have it, so I took a big onion. Now we're going to do a little bit of chopping. Okay, now that's there. Let us light the fire. Now I've got some cooked rice already. Okay, this is around 2 cups of basmati rice. It's been cooked well with a little bit of salt and a little bit of oil. Okay, now obviously we need some oil. Any oil, sunflower oil is the best. Okay, so we add a little bit of sunflower oil. These are for the eggs, okay? Don't forget about that. Once this is done, I'll just tip this in. Okay, now once that's done, we'll just saute this in some oil and let it become, well, sort of translucent and, well, sort of, you shouldn't let it brown, just let it become soft and translucent. Okay, to aid it along, you can actually add a wee little bit of salt, not too much. Okay, and keep that there. Now, like I said, this is up for the eggs. This has to be transparent or translucent and soft. Okay, because this is prawn and egg rice, we need eggs. For this amount, I'm going to take around 4 eggs. 3 is more than enough, but I'm going to take eggs because you know, prawns, eggs and rice is a wonderful combination. Okay, now a wee bit of soy sauce, just a bit. Okay, and beat this well, along with a bit of pepper And make sure this doesn't brown. Okay, this is like more than enough right now. A little bit of crushed pepper. Okay, and mix this up. We'll just pour the whole egg mixture into the soft, transparent, cooked onions. Okay, and then what we have to do is we have to scramble these eggs. Okay, so let it settle for some time and then we can scramble them. Now season the eggs exactly how you want. Okay, you can don't add too much salt because we're going to add salt in the rice and the prawns too. So you should always be very, very careful of your salt and pepper. So all add accordingly, and also I actually added the soy sauce. Now what we have to do here is once it's cooked, we have to transfer this, okay, from a Chinese wok. It's better to make Chinese dishes, especially Chinese rice dishes, in a wok because it's easier to stir. Great. Now, once that's ready, okay, what we have to do next is our prawns. Okay, so I've got some prawns out here, which has been marinated with a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper and a little bit of soy sauce. You can add a bit of 1 clove of garlic, minced clove of garlic. It's not very necessary, it's optional. Now this is done. Okay, we'll just transfer this onto a plate. Okay, now let's just keep this aside. So the first stage, that is the egg part of our prawn egg rice is done. Next, what we have to do is we have to deal with our prawns. So like I said, it's already marinated in salt, pepper and a bit of soy sauce. Okay, so what we have to do here is, well, we need around 2 to 3 cloves of garlic. Okay. And we just crush these. And just chop them roughly into small pieces. Don't have to mince them, just have to roughly chop them. Once this is done, this is ready for our prawns mixture. Now what we do is, again, heat up our pan. And we need some oil. In the same pan, we need some oil. We place the garlic into the hot oil. And the spoon, all we have to do is saute the garlic till the aroma comes out. Don't make it too brown or anything, just till the aroma comes out. Okay. Once the lovely aroma of the garlic fills the air, all we have to do is add the prawns, the marinated prawns. So like I said, I put a little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of salt, pepper, and one clove of minced garlic. Okay, now all I have to do is dip this mixture in and cook this on high flame. cook this on really high flame. Okay, let that cook, and let's be ready for actually transferring this into another bowl. So we've got our egg mixture ready, and we've got our prawns going on. Now check out for your seasonings, check out whether there's enough salt and pepper. Let this saute well. If you cook it too much, if you cook the prawns too much, what will happen is that it will turn tough and rubbery. It won't be soft and succulent. So always make sure that you just cook prawns till it's done. Till the beautiful color, the pink color, turns into a sort of matte color. Okay? So once that's done, the garlic and the prawns are cooked, have cooked together really well. The second stage of this recipe is done. So the first stage is our eggs, and we have cooked it and we've kept it aside. The second stage is our prawns. We cooked, well, it's cooking, and then we'll keep it aside, and then we'll start with our rice, which is already cooked. So if you've got some leftover basmati rice, steamed rice, this is a very, very, very easy dish to make. Now the prawns are ready, and like I said, let us transfer the prawns to a dish. The next one is, well, I thought of putting in some frozen peas, which is very, very, very simple. Now the next thing is we've put some oil again in the pan, a little bit, and then we need some frozen peas. Okay, so I've got some frozen peas, and there's no need for defrosting it or thawing it. Just put it in the pan. Okay, I'll put probably about quarter to half cup of frozen peas for this amount, 2 cups of rice. Now it depends whether you want more or less. Okay, it all depends upon what you really want. So this then, and I'm going to put it back into my freezer. Now once this is sauteed well and cooked down, I'm going to add my cooked rice. Okay, I've got 2 cups of cooked rice, basmati rice. Okay, it's got a little, well, it's cooked with a little bit of salt and a little bit of oil, so you can actually see the grains not sticking with each other. It shouldn't stick with each other. Okay, now let this cook for some time. Okay, once this is done, all we have to do is actually then, you know, we assemble the whole dish together, because we've got our garlic and prawns, we've got our egg and onions, then we've got our cooked rice. Everything is ready now. All we have to do is assemble everything, mix everything together, we're done. The rice along with this. Okay. Now for this I need 2 forks. My favorite 2 apparatus. I love this. I use this for tossing everything. Lovely. Mix everything together. Again, add a little bit of rice. Keep on mixing everything together. Now add the soy sauce. For this amount, probably just a tablespoon is enough. Also, you have to be very careful about the salt, because we have salted everything. And soy sauce is, you know, it contains salt. Now, if you have fish sauce, Fish sauce is also very, very, very good. Finally, we add our cooked prawns and mix that together. And our egg. Again, mix the whole thing together. Garnish it with some spring onions, which is really, really pretty. And you're done. We need a bit of pepper. Okay, so cracked pepper, how much ever you want. Or you could actually add green chilies, but for this, pepper is the best. Eggs, pepper, and prawns are a wonderful combination. Now it's time for serving. My prawn egg rice is done. Okay, you can garnish it with a little bit of spring onions. Don't add anything else, because the prawns and the eggs, they have enough flavor of their own, so don't add anything else. All we have to do is transfer this, and always try to use a wok for Chinese preparations. It's much easier. There you go. You really enjoy it with, all you really need is some tomato sauce or tomato ketchup, chili sauce, anything. You don't need any other side dish, because this has everything. This has prawns, it has eggs, peas, everything. It's a full meal. Now, once it's served, eat it hot. Eat it immediately, okay? Once you eat it, you really understand how delicious this is. So go, make your prawn egg rice, enjoy.